Welcome to episode 3, everybody. We're going to continue our perilous journey to try and escape Fort Joy here. Not as much to report about party upgrades from last time. I don't really remember last time if Losa had first aid. I don't think she did because it wasn't memorized. If she did have it, then shame on me. But anyway, she has it now. And the only other thing that happened is Fane, I swapped out ignition. Swapped out ignition for peace of mind. This is a really good buff. Gives us attributes. Cures a lot of things. Cures particularly charmed, sleeping. Those are good. Taunted. So those are all really good. I picked that up because... Let's actually go take a look. We're going to come probably right back here, but I want to go while it's on my mind. So if you remember last time we helped Withermore, we got the spear, which I am equipping now. Even though it's a finesse base, and we're getting 15% damage from our strength. This one's only 6 to 7, so just the raw damage of the spear makes it better. Plus it's got the earth damage. So we're running that for now until we find a better strength weapon. So we helped him out, we pulled the spear out, and he told us about an underground passage. And so I was coming here, and there's a button here. And I was like, I'm not finding it. I was looking through everybody, and I was like, 10 wits, 11 wits. Maybe our wits aren't high enough. So then that's why I picked it up. Still wasn't discovering it, I forgot. You just talk to the statue, and then it's right here. So you don't even really need anything to discover it. It's just a clickable, so I felt kind of silly. So we're going to go down here because I think we get XP for coming down here. We do. Desperately trying to limit our encounters here before we ding 3, because some of those level 3 fights, if you're still 2, they're pretty rough. I think we're going to go ahead and see if we get XP for going beyond this thing. So there's a locked door here. Over by this tree, there's a little lever. So you just pull the lever, open that up. I don't know if we do or not, but it's worth checking. No, we're not going to get XP. Okay. But we got the waypoint. That's always handy. So we're going to go back to the square. And we're going to go right back to that cave, because there's also a little area beyond some barricades that's hidden that we're going to get XP for finding that. And I think we still have the gamblers to deal with. And man, I'm hoping we're close after that. We might need to go do Migo. Alright, so back we go. So behind Elodie, this woman that we saved, there's some barricades here. This crate's reinforced. You need extra strength. I was finding 13. I'm pretty sure if I'm right, 13. Yeah, not enough strength. So I had to move this one. And I think I can still move that one. And then these also, you notice these are just swords. If you have telekinesis, which isn't a skill I've fooled around with enough, if you have telekinesis, you can actually just move one of those. But we don't, so we're just going to take a second here and destroy it. There's certain skills like telekinesis I've just never fooled around with, and then also I've done some leadership, but I haven't really felt like I've done left any. This one seems interesting to me at high level at least, but this one in particular, I always look at this one, Retribution, like man, I just, I wonder, like it just feels so hard to give up a class point for Retribution, but man, I always can't help but think I'd sure like to give it a shot. I think you can make a pretty cool character with a high Retribution. So there's this poison here. I don't particularly feel like walking through that. We can just shoot this barrel though, and it's going to clear it out. And there's an encounter in here that I don't want to do, because we're not 3 yet. And it's pretty rough, but I just wanted that XP. I was thinking we were going to do something else, but we don't have the teleport gloves yet. So we're going to go back to the square. we're going to go deal with some gamblers up here. And we need 500. Don't know if this is going to quite do it, but it's going to be close. But I don't think it's going to get us there. But yeah, I have an idea. Yeah, okay, so she's going to start accusing us of things. Iffin's sure interesting. He has some of the more, I feel like, unique. I don't know. Maybe everybody does, but he has some stuff that it's really nice to have him in the party. All right, so we're gonna take a second here. Who is he talking to? Oh, he's talking to Iffin. All right, that's fine. So we're gonna pull off Feign. Don't expect to have much difficulty with this fight, but it's like, man, we're on honor mode. I want every precaution. And I think, just in case Losa has to attack, we're going to pull her up here too. I actually would like Iffin up there. I'm a little disappointed that he's the one that they grabbed. And I think we'll try and just scooch Valor up like that. Okay. So these guys, just some ruffians.
Well, that was easy. Looks like
We are certainly not. Ooh, I like that one. We're not going to cave.
I'm sure the Reds told you. No one gets along.
Man, these are all pretty confrontational. Let's see what they do with that one. There we go. Is that it? Yes, that's what we wanted. Perfect. Alright, so I think I'm actually going to delay with her because no one's hurt yet. Man, we need some armor. But she has 2 heals and no reason to use them just yet. If we wait, hopefully at the end of the round we'll be able to heal and then she gets back to back. That's one of the things that's nice about delaying when you go early is you get those double turns and those open up more options for you. I feel like. Oh, can we get all 3? Oh, we can just get all 3. Oh, well, we got Valor too. That stinks. Right, he's poisoned. He's poisoned. So I'm gonna try and dot everybody up here. That was a good hit. All right, that's. Oof, he's feeling it. Could pot. Bleeding and burning. I think we're gonna be okay. We're gonna try it. So we're gonna put our incarnate. Put him over here. We'll get the fire one because he gets the nice AoE, and then I think we'll do a totem, also a fire totem here. I think that for the moment, I guess the incarnate kind of sways how most of our damage is, but man, right now we are heavy magic. I mean, the incarnate hasn't even gone yet, and uh-oh. If you push O, you get like this cool tactical view. This isn't what I wanted. I might just settle for hitting 2 of them. There we go. Alright, I think we'll just settle for hitting these 2. Try and keep it away from Valor. There we go. So if you can't aim skills, or if you're having trouble, or if there's impediments and things, O can help. His burning and poison, he might be done for. Let's go, Obi-Wan down. Uh-oh. So just like how you get a damage bonus when attacking from above, when you're attacking from below, like he just did, there's a damage penalty. So I think it's, I don't know, I guess it depends, but I think normally it's like minus 10%, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it's pretty helpful. So 23, everybody has all their armor, so I really want to use this to heal myself, but they all have all their armor. Maybe, oh, and it's going to take an AP. I guess we have to scooch up. We probably have to, oh, I was looking at the FN. That's why. Will this do 11 damage? No. Oh, but he can self-heal. So why don't we go ahead and get this guy's armor down. And then we can actually, well, Los is about to go, so we will, he will self-heal. So see, she gets the back-to-back. I can just attack if I want and use my next turn to heal. Or I can heal this round and get that out of the way, and then I'm sure that I can safely attack on my next round. And man, we might go ahead and do both. Why don't we go ahead and do both? We will. So I'm pretty nervous for him. Alright, now we look pretty good. Alright. Yep, and this turn we can pretty freely. Do we want to go ahead and... Let's go ahead and... See, he can heal. That's kind of why I'm not too worried about him. Yeah, let's go and Frost Armor him. Tempted to put that fire out, but it's like, man, it's working out so perfectly for us. Let's see if we can maybe, ooh, maybe... Yeah, I bet she's going to be down too. Excellent. Alright, just one more pretty much, because his... Yeah, his dots are going to get him, so pretty much just this guy left. And just for good measure... Just make sure he's got some armor and some crit. Why not? Hey, we did get it! Oh, that's excellent. Oh, that's a big relief. Alright, drop another totem. So the different totems, obviously, they shoot their element, so a fire totem is going to do fire damage. If you're wondering what blood totem is, that's physical damage, and if they have no armor, it adds bleeding. So yeah, good, excellent, man. Nice job, everybody. Oh yeah, they're all going to avoid the fire. Alright, let's party back up. Okay, that was just, I looked up and I saw things collapsing, and I was like, was someone dotted and I didn't see it? But it was just the totems. Alright, we need... Take that. We need, like, armor with, like, actual armor here. Lockpicks, those are handy. Alright, magnifying glass. And then there's another magnifying glass here and a potion. And I think that's kind of it. And then if we talk to this lady,
You there?
notice her name is Yarrow. So she's looking for someone.
Have you seen him?
Why are you looking for him? We don't know. Okay, quest update. Did we get the Yarrow flower? I bet we have not. Oh, that's going to be a lot of running. Well, I'd like to show you guys where it is, so I think we'll suffer the run here. So we're going to go to the beach. I think I ran right by it, but I wanted to get it on camera so everybody could see where it is. So you pass right by it though when you're getting the shovel earlier. It's kind of right in the middle of the beach, on the way to the fort. So now we have to think about, how do we want to spend points? Who's going to want what? I don't know yet. I know for sure one thing that I feel like we need is some memory. I think probably everybody's going to need a memory, and then we'll take it from there. But as far as classes... Alright, so if you hold down Alt, I think I said that last time, shows the lootables, okay? Now you don't have to do this, this is just if you want to do it. So now we're going to go back to the square. I can't remember if I talked to her or not. I think I did.
Careful. Don't worry.
She smiles and gives you a long, meaning...
Soon.
soon. Okay, that must mean surely that I have.
I knew it.
Okay, good. So that means we could do this fight. No, we're going to go do the turtles next. So we're going to start coming out this way. Oh, yes. Oh, we finally get to be...
She's much better off.
we finally get to be the party we're supposed to be.
Come on, chap.
So this is when stuff in my mind kind of starts to get,
Better even to puke yourself to death.
well, terrifying.
You should be happy.
But it should be exciting, right? And that's all that we want. Opportunist might be good on Valor. Or Executioner.
Now, let's
Or 5-star Diner. Or Living Armor. There's so many good ones. Difficult choices to me are always what make games.
easy now, old chap.
Some of the most interesting... Man, I think we're going to take...
The smell, though.
Does he do enough damage to validate that? Let me think about that for a second. We could up his damage. We could take some Warfare.
Buck up, old chap. There's plenty of singletons about.
Because even though our spear is finesse, Warfare would help. Two-handed might. I don't know if we have enough crit yet to worry about crit multi. But when we do it, what is our crit percent? Yeah, 10%. That's probably not enough. That's
Don't be unreasonable.
okay.
Better even to puke yourself to death than get purged.
Could get first aid. Could go
Be
Huntsman.
happy for good.
Might try and skip it on him though.
That's what happened, isn't it?
Let's try one of those.
Now, let's not get nasty.
So, every class, in addition to giving you, generally speaking, damage for its type, Necro,
Easy now.
I know, does not increase its own damage. That's one thing that I find interesting about Necro, is it works a little bit differently. It only gives you healing. But if you notice, it says... Oh no, that won't tell us. This will tell us. Necro deals physical. So that means Warfare points will increase our Necro damage, along with Intellect. So it's a class that just works kind of different from the others, which I like. But anyway, in addition to giving you, generally speaking, damage for its type, each class usually does like a secondary benefit. And so Scoundrel gives us movement, and it doesn't really give us flat damage necessarily, gives us crit multi. But I am picking it up partially because it has a CC. It has, you can throw a bottle that puts them to sleep. I can't remember the name of the skill, but that might be a good one for us to pick up.
Easy now, old chap.
Because as I mentioned, we're doing heavy magic damage now, so magic CC might be a good one for us to focus on. And then I think we're going to do... Let's do a memory for sure. How's our memory? Yeah. That only opens up one. Don't want to go too heavy on the memory though. And a strength. Alright. That was a little bit involved. These guys won't take so long. So I think he's probably got one open already. God, he needs some skills. We need to get some incarnate buffing skills on him. That's probably going to be our next main goal. Speaking of that, I think we'll go ahead. He's not really offering us any kind of buff. Or let's see. I'm gonna, I think, pocket his point. We're gonna see how the summoner does. I mean, the incarnate. I've had trouble with the low-level incarnates getting pretty much one-shotted or very close to it. But summon points will add vitality, which is just health. So we'll see how he does against this next battle, and if I feel like he's still too weak, I think we'll go there. If I feel like he can handle it, I'd sure love this guy to have some Huntsman, or some Hydro, or some Pyro. Any of those low-level buff skills are going to be super helpful. And do we want a Wits for him? Interesting thing is I don't think any of these help with summoning. I think summoning only does itself.
To death and get purged, don't you think? You should be happy for
Does anybody know? This would be a good question. Anybody know, like say I summon a fire incarnate and I have high pyro. I don't think that transfers to the incarnate, but does anybody know?
No, that's not
That would be interesting to know. I think we'll just take,
I'm sure.
we'll take a wit, maybe try and move up the turn order a little bit.
Easy now,
That's probably a waste.
Isn't my fault.
I think we'll take a minute. A memory and preparation.
Smell
Yep, yep. And I think we want probably pyro on this guy. I think we need some damage output.
has made you cranky. Buck up, old chap. There's plenty of singletons about.
She's got, yeah, she actually, oh, this to me is not a very good spell.
I only mean that if you think about it
But she's actually down a memory already. So, memory for sure.
I won't say it again.
And I think an int for sure.
don't be unreasonable.
And then I think we'll double up on Hydra, try and get some potency before we start spreading out. She's got Huntsman, so that's good. She'll need a pyro for peace of mind
That's what
and haste.
isn't it?
But I think for now I want some healing. Okay, healing potency. Alright, here we go. So we're going to get a very important item from this next battle. Come on.
Easy now, old chap. Isn't my fault she's dead?
I go over this way. You also get XP too. I think I came out here earlier. That's another thing. I think she picked up rain. I don't think she had rain. I think I grabbed that. You'll get XP when you discover this for the first time, but we've already been out this way, so that's why I'm not getting it. But if you're running around too, oh no, I did just get it. That's weird. Didn't I come out here and do this? Maybe I got it off the vendor. I could have sworn I came out here and did this. Alright, we are going to... I think the first thing we're going to do is create ourselves a little barrier here. Sorry if this takes a second. While he's doing that, you come up here. And I think they're going to stay on this side. Feign and Iffin up here looks good to me. Trying to get myself a nice oil barrier here to separate myself from these guys. I think one more and we'll be good. I don't want to sit here all day and do this. So we'll do one more. We'll run up. When it cools down, it'll be go time. Ooh, that's awfully close. Alright, that looks pretty good. Alright, you're going to scooch up. I would very much like to try and avoid... So they're going to fling stuff at us. Well, exactly what I'm doing, little boulders. I would very much like it if we could avoid it where they can hit two of us, because it does some good damage. That's a little borderline to me, but we'll try it. Alright, we're going to run up here on Valor. Hopefully be the distraction. Fight, fight, fight. Okay, Feign is not in it yet, so we'll see what happens. And these guys can have different immunities. I think they do. So he's got Poison Fire. Maybe that's the next fight I'm thinking of. Poison Fire. And one more. Okay, a little bit of air. So nothing to be too concerned about. 20%, not a big deal. So... Come on up, buddy. Whew. Obviously the big concern is I'm pretty sure that oil is going to ignite. But I think we're still gonna... The thing about it, if you summon the Incarnate over nothing, is he doesn't get a skill. And so I'm like, any incarnate, unless they're like full immune, any incarnate is better than a blank incarnate. So see, now we get this for being the oil incarnate. And I think we can still kind of, this will probably still hit, right? Yeah, good. And then we'll just slap this guy. Don't hit two, don't hit two, don't hit two. Good, they must be far enough apart. Alright. So one thing to note, this oil adds slow. And one thing I find interesting about that is that if you have haste and someone oils you, or if an enemy has haste and you oil them, the slow actually overrides the haste. So watch out for oil when you're hasted. Alright, she looks pretty good. She targets too far. Man, this is so crazy, everybody being glass cannon. That's why Ifin could do so much on his turn. I was wondering about that. Not paying enough attention here. Oh, wow, her Necro healed her up. Fabulous. I was wondering where she was getting that healing from. See, Necro. That healing is nice. Alright, now normally I don't think I would do this. Because this is kind of a waste. I might have a chance it will do. No, so it's not going to do enough damage. But I'm going to spend like all my AP crossing this oil here. So I think we're going to go ahead and jet across. I know it says it's blocked. But we can still get him down. I think since he goes nag. 2 CCs, that's a rough turn, but I think I'm going to take it because it just gets us through another round, and we're going to do another totem. Hopefully avoiding all fire damage. 8. If this deals fire... Okay, look like lightning. Okay, well that was much better than his bow. Good to know. That, yep, see, he kind of just got one-shotted. That's just not gonna do. I don't remember the name of this. Dimensional Bolt. One thing that's super good about this one, it might even be worth taking a point in summoning just to have this, is it only has a 1-turn cooldown, so you can use it every round. Every other spell has a cooldown, and when you're going like Glass Cannon or a Lone Wolf or something like that, the spell cooldowns are just killer. I think that poison should be enough to get him. 4 to 5, even with his resist. Yeah, 2 health. So he'll be good. So I think that we get to just start working down this guy. See, like, she has really nothing to do. I guess I can heal Ifin, but I think he's okay. And he's out of my line of sight. I think I'd rather just get some more damage down. We could actually... This might be good. Because I'm worried about this guy and what he's going to do. If this gets... Okay, yeah. So if this gets Valor, I'm going to do it. Alright, great. Don't like that teleport. Yeah, so this is going to probably hurt. Oh. Okay. Can handle that. There we go. See, if he had done that twice. Nice. I don't even know what healed him. 13, 13. Alright, we're just going to start working on this guy. Okay, very good. So, when you're walking past people, and you see this little red circle up here, that is the opportunist. That is the... if I move beyond it... Now you're supposed to be able to move within it. See how if I move close, it doesn't show it. If you move beyond it, they get a free attack. And it's really rough. Now I've had trouble supposedly staying within it and trying to maneuver, like to backstab is the best example when this happens. Trying to maneuver around someone in like 1 foot goes beyond it and they still get their free attack, even though you never got very far. So a little iffy on the whole. Man, he's critting awesome here. Yeah, I think not much else to do but just keep wailing on this guy. Alright, now Fane has... God, is it just me or has Fane not had a turn yet? How has this been... I don't know, I'm trying to replay it in my mind, figure out how Fane hadn't had a turn yet. Poisoned. Nothing. Why don't we go ahead and poison you for sure? Oh, he had magic armor. I was like, that didn't do very much. Alright, and... since he's up there in the thick of it, we'll get him some armor. I'm nervous about that. I think we'll stick with magic damage. How are you doing? 61. I don't want to hit Valor. Oh, I hope I didn't hit the totem with that. Looks okay. And now Fane had the back-to-back. Just check here. Yep, he's fire damage. I think that guy's gonna be okay. Okay, I'm just seeing this sea of fire erupting here. One miss. Alright, this is looking really good. So this is normally the fight that if I haven't found a way to ding 3 and I'm still 2, this is normally the fight that I try and get that extra difference. Because, like, you know, you can lay out your field here. Obviously I wouldn't rush up in there with my melee. I would be letting them trudge through the oil and come to me. But I feel like for the most part this is the most doable one. How's his armor? He's full. He has none. He's about to be down. So his armor will block the bleed that this totem inflicts. But I think I'm going to do it anyway. Actually, we can get down. Maybe enough if it hits him. I don't like how they're random. Oh, it went for him. Okay, good. Dots. Like the dots. Let's go ahead and self-heal. Alright, now I could clear... Actually, I might as well. So this Rain is the best spell. It puts out fires. It removes poison. And as we see, it removes oil. If they were chilled, my spell selection is so terrible. I don't have anything that chills yet, but we will. If they're chilled and you add wet, they'll freeze. And if they're shocked and you add wet, they will stun. So Rain does so much. Like, it's such a versatile, good skill. I just love that about it. And the thing I hate about it is the cooldown. But yeah, if you're like, say, struggling with elemental effects, I would say practice yourself with some Rain, because it does a lot. It's just fabulous. Alright, and the battle is won. So let's... Is everybody close enough to party back up? Okay. Alright, so I said I would do this if the Incarnate was too weak, and he clearly was. Now we can help him with his infusions. Maybe we'll look at some of those here in just a second. I'll take that. Nothing. And then this guy's going to have a very special item. These gloves grant you teleport. No need for Aerothurge class. You just get it from the item. And there's going to be quite a few of these throughout the game. They're really nice. And think too for a second. Let's just say that I had 2 Aerothurge and I had teleport already. If these gloves are an upgrade or even a side grade, that frees up a memory slot. I can run something else in that memory slot I was using on teleport. So don't overlook items that grant skills. I'm trying to figure out who often has not enough to do. Maybe her? Let's give it to her. So I feel like Valor, his damage right now with this spear, I feel like is doing pretty good. And he was critting really well for 10%. So I don't think I want to give those to him. Might as well take that. I don't think there's a whole lot else out here. There's some body parts if you have an elf. But we do not. We do need to rest. So I was thinking about that crocodile that had the poison on it. He could have killed it, and with Executioner gotten the 2 points for it. But then I'm like, I don't know if he necessarily comes ahead with that. Spend 2 points to gain 2 points. I mean, the thing didn't do any damage. It died anyway. Alright, we're going to come up here. So we're back. This is right back to the beginning. So if you've ever noticed, there's a bridge up here that you can't get to. And over here there's some vines. But they don't go down all the way. Oh, I guess it's not going to show me mossing over them. Well, we'll look at them in a minute. They don't go down all the way. So you can't walk to get here. Now later on, travel skills aren't a problem. We're going to be hopping all over the place. But no one has any yet, so we're going to take him. And we can just, that's teleport, fling him up there. He'll take some damage. But he's none the worse for the wear. He forgives us. Alright, nothing in there. That's full. There's only, I think, 2 really good things up here. I guess these are pretty random. Take all that. Bow might be good. I don't even know if I want to do a crossbow on him, though. Because if you look, crossbows... Now, they give good damage and good stats usually, but they give negative movement. So... You know, since he's not really going heavy huntsman... I don't know if that negative movement is good, but then I'm like, well, how much running around is he going to be doing? It might still be okay. Okay, we got XP for that. That's good to know. But you can't get those gloves till you can defeat the crocodiles, and they're 3. Alright, so somewhere... Yeah, where's... Okay, so the Viper's Tongue. That's a pretty good... See, now that's one-handed. I know the spear has the earth damage, but it's fairly comparable without that. Especially given that I could dual wield, or we could go shield with it. Coin purse, take that too. Alright, cool. Alright. So we're going to start heading back over this way. We'll click on these knuckleheads and get them over here. Alright, is everybody coming? Okay, yeah, they're coming. Alright, they're on the way. Go ahead and rest again. Okay, he's down there. So this is the other good... So this Viper's Tongue is always up there. If you look, see how the text is kind of gold? Same thing with my spear. So those are unique. That's not a randomly generated. That's always there. Oh, good. Water resist. That's okay. I'm not sure. So this is what the things do. When you click them, they'll get you down. But you can't use them to get up. See, now I can't reach them. Just knock us down again. Alright, we will do, I think, one more thing and then probably wrap it up. So over by near where we met Fane. Okay, we got that good. Did we do the zombie? I'm sure we must have. Yes, okay, good. Alright, over by where we met Fane. There's this lovely, don't you love the rainbows? Lovely waterfall. I love that effect. And there's a chest here. That it's like, well, how do I get over there? Well, we can now bring it to us. So grab it. Over it comes. Alright, we'll loot this up. A shield. I think that's better than the default. No one has a shield. I think we might go. I think we might do one hand on him. I'll think about it. Yeah, so that's an upgrade to your normal shield. And then who really needs water resist? I guess it's not a big deal. Who has... Well, who needs the best chest? Probably our melee. Okay, so then the question is who wants this one? She's okay. Kind of tempted to think Fane, because he's going to be... Other than his poison, he's going to be the hardest to heal. So I think we'll do that. Oh, we do have 5 to 7. Is 5 to 7 any good? Well, I'll look around. Maybe we'll dual wield. What do we think? Dual wield? I'll think about it. Alright, well thanks so much for tuning in, everybody. So finally, we're 3. We can finally start getting into some good fights next time. Very excited. Hope you tune back in. And thanks for watching.